Right, well, I hope it's going to be worth it, because following the track is definitely less ribbons on this one. I'll tell you what, this gulch is pretty narrowed in.
That's about 50, maybe 60 metres. Woo! Bit of an echo here.
Alright, so another trip off to the side. Wasn't really counting on this, but as you can see, there's something.
Here we are, look at this. Water.
Earthworm gem. Alright, how's it going, people? Today we're doing the Maakua Gulch Falls, if we can get there. Now the information is it's pretty overgrown, so hopefully there's water and it's worth it. It's about 6 k's return. So you come through a couple of gates here. I thought you could drive the whole way, but you can't. So yeah, let's get at it. Some street art here, it's actually pretty cool. Right, well, I hope it's going to be worth it, because the information I read was someone said this stream was dry all the way along to like the last bit where it actually comes back out from underground 20 minutes before the first waterfall. So let's hope the information is correct, because looking at the stream now, I wouldn't even start this. I was almost ready to turn back. Anyway, we'll give it a go. Apparently it's super hard to follow the trail, but again, we'll give it a crack. Looks like someone's done a canyoning route. There's about 7 waterfalls, so it took 10 hours to do the loop. And I think we're going to go their way, because they actually went along the ridge and then come back down the creek, which I'm guessing is why I'm just guessing they're abseiled. So yeah. We'll go up the reverse way and see how far we get, see if the water appears by the first waterfall. If it doesn't, then we'll come back. If it does, we might entertain going further. Could turn into all day, but we'll see. Now just turn back to get signal to double check the reviews on all trails about it. So this track up here to the right, here's this little loop. Met a couple doing that, they went up there. Says there's no viewpoint on the map, but they reckon there is views, so could be cool to do. It's a short walk, but we want our Gulch Falls. So now I'm going to show you this whole wall as I walk my way along it. Quite a lot of pieces on it actually. Count them. 1, 2, this is 3. Cool character. 4. Must have been a full graffiti jam here. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Not really finished character or something. 13. There was a piece half covered over, won't count it. 14. 15. The wall keeps going. 16. 17. 18. 19 from trippy, double I, thin, triple I. 20, 21, 22, 23. There you go. Right, so this paved path looks like it'll last forever, and then we'll hopefully find our way in. Now down there is a stream. I can't hear any water or see any water at all, so we'll just give this a little go. I don't have a lot of waterfalls left to do, so like I would skip it, but then again, I might end up having 2 days left with nothing to do because I've skipped a couple of these ones, which, you know, in theory, you know, if it's dry, you don't really want to do it, but at the same time, the information does say it gets water back, so I don't know, we'll just see. Oh, there's another concrete wall coming up. Interesting. This trail is longer than it says on all trails. It's 8 to 10 miles, not 4 miles. Again, it depends how far you're walking and what's going on. One person reckons there is no waterfalls at all. It's obviously bullshit, they didn't walk far enough. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. So little wall, there's a building up here with a fence. Let's see what this is. Substation or something. That's gonna be power lines. Super fortified fence. It's underground power, that's interesting. I believe so anyway. Chlorine, I don't know. I guess you can walk around that road, goes a little bit further. This is a loop walk. Loop road to turn around. On the substation up there. This will be a track straight through. Area is closed. Well, it's a shame because we're going. Okay, so the track goes down. Probably got that first ribbon. Thought I saw a ribbon. Maybe not. This is the overgrown. This is going to be fun. See what I mean about a dry creek? Definitely makes me concerned. A lot of effort is going to go into this for nothing. Hope this dude is right. Trusting your review, mate. Puddle of water. Barely. So the track crosses the creek, goes around. Doesn't directly go up it. Another creek to the left, also dry. It's just a split of that one. So maybe this is the one we're going to go in, who knows. Well, there's your first ribbon. Yeah, I stuffed up yesterday. Well, I didn't stuff up, but I did a hike really late, finished in the dark. But today, starting early this one, preempt how long it's going to take. In case we need extra wide and opening, there's not many ribbons. And they were saying that it's hard to follow, and I can see why. Because already you don't know what side to go on. Follow this. Alright, so following the track, it's definitely less ribbons on this one. But we'll see how we go. Ribbon there. This is where to go down. Starting to sprinkle rain on me, which wasn't really expected, but that is life. Just had a good chat with this local guy. He's walking his dog and he's told me a few things about, I don't know, he doesn't really know if the water is coming back or not because he's never gone to the waterfall. Again, lived there his whole life and he's only gone a little way into the forest. But everyone has their thing, so. But he says his family's gone to the waterfall years ago. You see, it used to be way more water, used to be fish and stuff here and all flooded, but as you see now, no fish. So, we'll see. I already can't find the next ribbon. This is going to be fun. Okay, so I see a ribbon in the creek, so we'll go this way. Now what's funny is that, what's better than a dry creek is a dry creek with slippery rocks from the recent rain. Lovely. It doesn't rain too hard because again we're going to be so deep in the jungle. All this rain to make the waterfall flow. It's getting a bit heavier. Jeez, it's coming out of nothing. I just slid on literally 4 leaves. Great. Oh wow, it's really starting to really come in. Hope this will pass. I'm almost ready just to creek hop at this stage because you just can't even follow anything in here. There's not enough ribbons. This track is definitely less done. There's just way too many ways to kind of walk. There's a ribbon over here, see I was way off. It's over there trying to find ribbons. Shower's easing, so I don't think it's going to rain much. Just made everything wet with the foliage too now. Another great thing. Up against this rock wall now. Now as the gulch gets tighter further in, closer to the falls, someone was like, watch out for rocks falling, because apparently nearly got hit, so, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, well, information is totally correct. It's super overgrown, and that even people's comments from 2023 was overgrown 2 years ago. Got a ribbon there. You can't even really navigate where you're supposed to be going. Just do whatever works at this stage. Yeah, just jump back in the creek. Like, at least here it's wide. You can actually, it's slippery rocks, but it's wide enough to walk. In there, you're just getting wet foliage and doing circles around logs. So screw it. Just stay here for a bit. So yeah, everything's screaming dry waterfall to me, but whatever. Look, at least we get to the first waterfall. See if from the base dry or not. That's when we're coming back anyway. I wasn't going to try and do the whole route up anyway. I think it would take too long. But we'll see. Let's see if we get any water first. The creek's 100% going underground, so it's not impossible. It's just disheartening to not see any water at the start. If you see water and it disappears, that's fine because you know it'll probably come back. But to see nothing, it's like, If I had checked it maybe closer out to where the sea is, maybe then I could have saw some water and gave me more hope, but I didn't think about that. Plus it's a bit hard to find sometimes where it does come out. But we are going to be pushed in the creek anyway soon because those walls are slowly coming closer into us. And right now you can see the creek's pushing up against that wall, so the path would definitely be, you'd have to push out here. There's no other way. See if we can find the ribbon where we're supposed to be. Somewhere in there, I would guess. Nah, didn't even see a ribbon to come out or to go in. That's interesting. Another little island, I believe. So yeah, there's this other waterfall I was going to do behind the Polynesian Centre, but the views were a month ago it was dry. And we've had a little bit of rain since I've been here, but I don't know if it's enough to make it flow, so I didn't kind of want to risk that, being the fact that a month ago, yeah, dry, debatable. This, like I said, you can see it's dry, but relying on old mate's information. So, and again, it still actually could be, you know, different from when he did it, where yes, the water came out from underground, but maybe for me it's still too dry, and it won't. Let's be optimistic, people. It's pretty and green regardless, but yeah, need some water. All right, well, no water yet and we're almost there, so it's not looking promising. I'll show you this cliff from an angle. How cool is that? So apparently there could be something in this corner, which might be classed as the first floor. And there's another one that could be a little bit bigger, a little bit after that, which could be the first floor. And this could just be, I don't know, a boulder section to get around, because he's climbed around a little bit on the GPX. We'll find out, but we're pretty damn close. I'd say 100 meters from either one, so that's going to be our turnaround if it's going to be dry. You know, I think it's going to be by looking at this, but Either way, this wasn't too bad. I thought I had miles to go still, but didn't move from that fairly easily. People's complaints were, oh, you know, there's better trails to do, and there probably is, but when you've nearly done them all, that's when you start doing the hard, shitty ones, people. That's just the way life goes. So, let's see. So this looks like a trib here. We're close to his first little zigzaggy. I don't know if you went in here or if there is a waterfall, there might be just above that. It's a bit hard to tell. Maybe we should have a quick look. We're only going to get to that patch where it's light. We'll see either there's going to be a wall or not. Kind of looks like there's a steep wall. There is a potential. It's definitely going to be dry. And then out here, take another turn or two, we should be at whatever's here. That's the story, that's what we'll try. No ribbons at all, so. Well, look at that, my nose was right. Popped up here to the sunlight spot and boom, here's the corner with a super steep waterfall. Bone dry, mind you, but hey, she's big. That's about 50, maybe 60 meters. Woo! Bit of an echo here. Gooey! Wow, full echo. Look at that, imagine water running down that one. So yeah, she's only a trib, but I was right. I don't know if people have gone in here, but I was bang on to find it. Alright, so if the main creek doesn't give us anything big, at least we got this. So head back out, just go to that next corner where I believe this is going to be one. And that's dry, so turn around. I think it will be, there's no water. So whoever wrote the comment about 20 minutes in, that's kind of bullshit, I reckon. It might have been for him, but not for me. Like, my brain says if it's dry at the start, she's going to be dry. At least for the start, so that's my tip. If you start the walk at the walls with the graffiti and it's dry, save this walk. Otherwise, you're like me, getting wet and looking at something that's dry. I'm wet, the wall's dry. Explain that one. Nah, she's moist. Anyway, pretty sick. See what the creek will give us down. Alright, so it's not exactly on the next corner. It's about 600 meters by the time I get back out of this. So not too far, but we'll persevere and see what we get. But yeah, his guy line does come in here, so I reckon he has seen this. Whoever recorded this. Now I spoke to this Hawaiian local at the start there, and he was telling me like they believe in, like, you know, spiritual stuff, and their beliefs are there's a half man, half pig spirit or whatever that roams around in these forests. And yeah, when the Sacred Falls closed, the history of that, 1999, they had a massive rock slide on Mother's Day. 8 women were killed. Apparently 50 were injured. Just imagine a whole side of a cliff just basically tumbling into a very narrow gulch, and you got nowhere to go in a hurry, and yeah, kill people. So, and they're saying the irony is it was Mother's Day and the women that died, so you know, he kind of believes it's something to do with the pig man spirit. I don't know, it's pretty wild. But anyway, maybe he doesn't like women. Like, what's the story? But yeah, so they closed that walk. It's been closed for a long time, and it's a bit of a shame. I really want to try and do it. I don't know if people have got a back way to get in. I don't know if I can figure it out, but I need a bit of inside knowledge, because it's not really showing me much on the map on how to get in there the way that people have figured out through some dry stream, some back thing. Anyway, let's try and get up this own dry stream we're on now. Split earthworm gem. Still no water, not looking good. So slippery rocks, but geez, every step is sideways maneuvers. Alright, so we got another trip off to the side. Wasn't really been counting on this, but as you can see, there's something could be flowing down this when it's raining, but at the moment it's not much life. Still a decent little size. I believe our waterfall should hopefully be in the next corner. We'll see if it's going to be correct. Alright, so I think this is going to be our corner finally. Definitely not going to have water, but massive slab of rock there, and it seems to be really tight. I don't think we'd be walking up this, but we'll see. See what the geo is. Maybe there's a corridor. I don't know how I got stung by a wasp on the inside of my palm. I think I went to rest on a rock to pull myself up. There must have been a little wasp there, and somehow he stung me. Or a bee, I don't know. This corner is curved, there is a gap through it. Maybe in the next corner it's going to be the falls. Can't quite see. You kind of see a wall, but you don't know if it's going to do the same thing as here and give you another slot through. I'll tell you what, this gulch is pretty narrowed in and the walls are pretty high and the GPS is not even working properly. I don't think I've ever really had that issue. GPS always comes good eventually. Signal, yes, of course. You lose signal in a, you know, deep freaking deep forest or whatever, but GPS, yeah, I can barely tell how far I've walked to where I want to get to. So I'm just guessing at this point because GPS records were still at the beach. It was following me fine before, and then just kind of re-pinged it and just went the wrong spot, and it won't seem to show me. So that is strange. Either that or it's the spirits messing it up. It's a man pig. He's doing stuff to my phone. Alright. Let's just try to do this corner and maybe this will be it. And we'll go back because again, I don't even know how far I'm actually gone now. Alright. Still another tight corner. Still didn't give us the waterfall, but the GPS suddenly caught up and it reckons we are very, very, very close to what it's supposed to be, so I guess it has to be in this next corner. Another trib drop into the left. I don't know how well these ever flow, but they look cool looking shoots. Still a little bit of a cave rock fall out of that wall. We're still not quite at anything yet. This is weird. Anyway, another corner. I just wanted to see one big waterfall on the main creek, not a trib. That's what I was hoping to stop at and then go back. If that's what there is, I don't really know. Well, these turns just keep on going. See how much we can get. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a rock wall, like closed in, because this track is going in reverse. He's going down this, so he must have abseiled or anything. That's my guess. All right, first cascade on the creek. It's been rocks the whole way. Finally, a slab of something. We should be close to this corner, I reckon. Another massive indentation on the wall on the right. It's getting really narrow. We've got to be getting close. Jeez, man. Yeah, you got to be careful because they do say, yeah, rocks can fall down and you don't have very much room to go anywhere. The rope here, so I don't know if it was tied to get up a rock up here or something and it's washed off. I don't know, we're going to find out. Means we've got to be close. Alright, another big rock fall away overhang. And here we are, look at this. Water! That's crazy. So that's a pool's trapped. Well, I don't know if it's seeping through. There is just dribble down the face of it. Here's our waterfall. First level, so there's a rope. So, you could theoretically climb it, but yeah, it's wild. I don't know if it's worth going any further. Like I said, he's not flowing, he's dribbling. So this is at least what I wanted to see. I thought it would be bigger, maybe double the size, to really inhibit me from trying to continue, but you could theoretically climb that and see what's above it, but I'm not going to keep going up the gulch. We'll go out. I've got a couple more good, hopefully better flowing options to do today. So yeah, I actually should have just saved it, but it is what it is. We've done it, we're here. That looks really inviting water. Like, it's quite deep and it's really clear. So all the sediment's really sunk to the bottom, and yeah, like it's not flowing, but it still looks pretty good to swim in actually, compared to other places I've seen that were flowing and looked brown. So there you have it. Booyah. That rope's a bit, there's like 3 of them. Could be done. I climbed up a dodgy one yesterday, but wish I could see what was directly above it, but yeah. Gotta be happy with what we've done. Still pretty cool gulch. It's been very slow going the last 600 meters. Like, it's just so slippery. You really got to go slow. And for me, that's like hard. So I've really had to really just take every step because your foot just gets jammed in rocks and just bang your toes up. Anyway, let's get back out. Happy days. Just found another rope washed down here, stuck under a boulder. So that's full wedged. It's wild. So who knows if there's like the next couple of waterfalls further upstream, the rope's not there at all. So you climb up that first one and then you actually have to come back because The rope is down here, there's two of them. First bit of full sun coming in the gulch. I'm going to dry out these rocks after I've left, so, you know, I won't benefit from that. Classic. Just saw a bit of maidenwell fern here too, which is cool. First bit I think I've seen in Hawaii. Just found another massive rope, this blue strap tied to this super thick rope. That would have been heavy as to carry here. What the hell? Fuck, I just saw a mongoose, third one now. He was gone in that bush way too fast. It's really annoying. Anyway, slowly pushing on out. Got a bit of a breezy all of a sudden. Blue sky, it's trying to half spit rain, and then it's just coming and going with the wind pushing the clouds. Anyway, hopefully be out soon. So the tip is definitely do this if you see water at the start. Anyway, here's what it is. Still interesting, no one's here. This track is technically closed, a few of them are. But clearly, you know, there's nothing that's different about this track. It's a rock hop, slip and slide like anything else. Anyway, hope you enjoy the journey. Now you know it's here, come check it out when it's raining. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, hit notification bell to get notified of all the new business adventures. And catch you guys in the next one, eh? Peace out.